It is November 6th, 2025. I have just turned 30 some months ago, and we are moving out of the house. Moving out has been in the plans a long time ago. I did move out back in 2020, middle of pandemic, to Vancouver. All right, so the guy who's moving in next after me just started putting his stuff in. So it's time for me to go. Beautiful view. You can kind of see the mountains in the back. Just a little bit, just a tiny little bit of mountain in the back. Yeah. Moving back to the 6. Got all these feelings rushing to me. Sat here a lot, thinking about things. And I was there for a year. And that experience was great. That proved to me that I can make it out there. And now that I am Unk, not that I won't come back on weekends, but it's time that we build our own life before my parents get to a certain age where I should take care of them. This year when I turned 30, back in July, I said that this would be the greatest decade of my life. And it's starting out to be. I fell in love, I had tremendous heartbreak, and then I had to do something about it, so I lost a lot of weight finally. I ran a marathon a couple days ago, that was great. I trained pretty much 5 entire months for it, and I got there in about 5 months. And I really ran really well, I'm really proud of myself for that. I did get a pretty big promotion this year, which is why I felt comfortable enough financially to dip. I am moving on a Saturday morning, which means I am moving all of the big stuff that I can on my own right now near the door. And starting tomorrow morning, I will use and take stuff that I use every day. For example, the protein stuff, the creatine. After I use them tomorrow, I will put them into an easily packable area near the door. But because of the exception of the year in Vancouver, I pretty much lived here with my family for the last decade. It is the change of scenery, the definite disappointment that I will bring to my folks because they're Asian, is temporarily, you become so familiar with something, this house, you want to let it go. It's hard to let go of something that you're so used to. And I didn't realize how comfortable I was until they've been on vacation. And I had to cook on my own. And it's a special kind of freedom because I'm not moving out to my own place. I'm going to have a roommate, very nice guy. You'll see him for sure. And it's going to be a blast. But suddenly the memories of the last 10 years, good and bad, trips we took, as a Chinese kid, this is a big move. It's not like I have a girlfriend to move out with, which is the only reason an Asian kid would move without being a rebel and a heartbreaker. But going back to the comfort, I didn't realize how comfortable I was financially, and there was always food, really good food, around all the time. And now that I am deliberately ripping myself from all the comfort, all the financial stability, the high quality of life, and trading it for independence, which is great. I'm 30, I have to grow. The reason why I'm leaving is because my family treats me like a child. I am 30, I'm not a mature person, I need to grow. Did I really grow in my year in Vancouver? I didn't grow that much, but at least I proved to myself that I could do anything that I put my mind to, because it was very scary. I moved there without any plans, without any jobs, without any prospects. I gave myself a week to move, and I found a place in 2 days. I had some pandemic savings because I was working through the pandemic, and it took me 5 months to find work. Those 5 months are very it was a wild 5 months before I found work. Once I found work, it was stable. It was lonely, but you kind of get used to it, and I would always come back to Toronto to creative projects, and I would come often enough that I didn't feel like a big deal. But now, not really flying the coop. Like, I'm a half-hour drive away. I'm just burning money. I see exactly how my parents see the mistake I'm making right now, but I really don't think it's a mistake. This will ultimately help me become a whole independent adult. Look at me talking about independent adult at 30. This is a reason why we should have left 10 years ago. Broke. We should have left broke and stupid, and we should have figured things out for ourselves when we were 20. But I was so broke and so stupid, and I had so much credit card debt back when I was 20. And I was so indecisive and so immature. I wouldn't have been able to make rent money. No, I would have. I had a job. Yeah. But, well, I'm still young. Life is still good. It's better than ever, actually. So, we're going to walk through day in the life, and I'm going to pack it up because we're going to move it all over to the new spot. And you'll see that the new spot is really sick. Am I burning crazy money, paying crazy rent because I gave my roommate a crazy number so I could lock down a bigger room for no reason, just to flex and have girls over? Yes. But it should be a blast regardless. My family is ultimately they love me. They do the best they can. They try to have me make the best decisions that I can based on my circumstances. So now I completely see their point. For the short run, I'm going to be another disappointing son that flew the coop for them. But I do plan to double my salary, which means making 120K Canadian in 2 years. So that's the plan. Yeah. Family is great. Family is beautiful. Family dinners are great. It's all great. And ultimately, just because you move out doesn't make you a man, doesn't make you an adult. But it does help. You have to feed yourself. You have to move yourself. You have to clean your sheets, I've done all of that. You know, when you have to do something on your own, you just kind of do it. It's no longer a chore. You just do it because it's necessary for life.